I'm pleased to announce that the Emirates Group on its 27th year of profit, and we earned a record revenue of 96.5 billion dirham, up by 10% from the previous year. The steady revenue growth is in line with capacity increase at Emirates Airline and also with data investment, particularly in the travel service sector. As a group, we recorded our second highest profit ever at 5.5 billion dirhams. This is a 34% more than the previous year, and it is a great result considering the challenges of the year. We achieved this result by staying focused on the revenue growth across our business. At the same time, our continued investment in new technology helped to keep costs low and increase the efficiency. Based on our financial performance this year, the Emirates Group also will be issuing a dividend of 2.6 billion dirham to our owners. Today, I think from the Emirates start, we paid 14 billion dirham to our shareholders. Our cash balance of 20 billion dirham is 5% more than the previous year. It is a healthy balance which put us in a good position to raise funds and invest in our future business and growth. Our cash from operating activity was 14.3 billion dirhams, up by 4%. This shows the strength of our business and our ability to fund new investment going forward. As a group, we added 8,600 new employees last year, bringing our total working force to 84,000. This is an 11% increase in staff strength, and it is to meet the need of our expanding operation across both Emirates and Canada. Our 80 companies across the group are run by talented individuals from over 160 nationalities, and last year we invested 20 billion dirhams across the group to build our business. This follows a record in the previous year where we had invested 22 billion dirham into our business. Emirates and Danata compete on a global stage, and we know that we cannot be complacent. That's why we invest in modern aircraft and facility, and why we invest to enhance our capability, improve our products, and develop also our people. Emirates performance. For Emirates revenue, increase of 7% to 88.8 billion dirham. This was a strong result considering the impact of the runway closure at our hub in Dubai and also the strong US dollar. Operating cost has increased by 6% to 82.9 billion dirham. Lower fuel prices help remove the Emirates fuel bill down by 7%. We have to pay in just fuel 28.7 billion dirham. That's a big bill. However, fuel remains the biggest expense for the airline. Our profit increased by 40% to 4.6 billion dirham, despite a tough market and a stiff competition. This shows the strong consumer preference for Emirates product and services. It's also shown that our investment in product, service, and our people continue to deliver the top and bottom line benefits. Our profit margin was 5.1%. This is a 1.2 percentage point improvement over the previous year. Every year, we add capacity that's equal to the entire fleet of some of the world airlines. Last year, we had received 24 new aircraft, joined our fleet, and we retired 10 older aircraft. This kept our average fleet age at a youthful 75 months compared to the industry average of 140 months. Overall, our fleet capacity increased by 9% to cross the 50 billion ATK mark for the first time. And last year, we flew 49.3 million people on our aircraft. Seat factor was 79.6%, which is slightly higher than the previous year. Over the past 6 years, we have maintained seats load factor of around 80%, while our capacity has increased by 80%. This shows the global demand for our service and the strength of our brand in Emirates. The freight market was still sluggish last year. Recovery in many markets across the globe has been slow. However, Emirates Sky Cargo delivered a strong performance with a revenue growing at 9% to 12.3 billion dirhams. 2.4 million tons of cargo was carried, an increase of 6% over the previous year, and Sky Cargo contributed 15% to the airline revenue, similar to the previous year. In 2014, we moved all freight operation to Al Maktoum International Airport at TWC. It was a major milestone to Sky Cargo, and it is positioning us for the future growth. Our new facility at DWC has the latest technology and can expand to 1 million tons per year. First, the drop in oil prices was a welcome relief on cost. We only felt the benefit in the second half of the year, but our net saving from the drop in oil prices was 2 billion dirhams. Fuel dropped from 39% of operating cost in our previous financial year to 35% last year. However, it was still our biggest cost. The 80-day runway closure at Dubai International Airport impacted both Emirates and Danata. Emirates has to ground 19 aircraft and reduced capacity by 9%. Danata had managed operation around the construction. At the same time, we also had to set up an operation, the first major ground handling infrastructure at Al Maktoum International to support those airlines who had to move their operation during this time. As a group, the estimated impact on revenue was 1.7 billion dirhams. And last year, we saw the strong rise of the US dollar against the currencies in many of our key markets. This had 1.5 billion dirham impacted on the group bottom line. I think with the Europeans, this has started much more than 5 years. We've been hearing about it, and they try to block us. And we usually operate according to the bilateral we have. We try to improve on the bilateral by opening city pair and connecting Dubai to more city in Europe. I always say the noise coming from the airline who never thought that the air Gulf carriers, and especially talking about Emirates, that would be the size that they see today. They always think that they are the best, they are the biggest, and nobody they can overtake them. And I think here we have changed that. And I think what you see in Dubai and this part of the world, it's not 30 years back. We have achieved many milestones when it comes to the development in the aviation sector, business, tourism, union. I think His Highness yesterday announced that also doing this project reaching to Mars. I think a lot of people will always have the doubt, but I think we are determined to do things that other people can't do. What we see in the US and delegation of the three airlines, I think that will not stop us from what we are doing. We believe we'll be very transparent when it comes to, I'm talking here about Emirates, and with our result, and anybody would look at the number will know exactly where is the money coming from and where it is spent to every detail, every penny. And I always say this, I said, you know, if I'm giving my people bonus today, why should I do it if we are losing money or we are subsidized? Why should I cost the owner or the company to give them? They should be very happy and to have a work at Emirates. I'm sure that the American government, they're looking into this, and you know, and I'm sure they will have a lot of fee. You have to think that many airlines, as American, we talk about also the American airline, who really enjoy the open sky policy here, and how much, really, talking about Emirates, has helped those American airlines to grow their business in this part of the world. I'll be talking, for example, about the courier service. There is many of them, you know, I don't want really to talk about at least four of them here who work here. They do a lot of work with Emirates. And I don't think they would be able to expand and reach to the people they won't reach without Emirates. So I'm sure those guys also, they are very much supported. There is many business within the American company. I'm sure they will be fair and they will say that we want to keep that open sky policy going on, and we will demonstrate, you know, at the end of the day to them that we are clear and we don't get any subsidy, and it is based on a fair competition. And I think competition, this is what make people, I said it before, I think for many airlines they have really to improve their service, and they want people to fly with them. Well, maybe we are a solo players, you know. I think I say this, we've been with no alliances for a long time. Maybe somebody will ask you, oh yeah, but you haven't with Qantas. I think wherever it suits us and we see it's really a benefit to us and to the other, you know, we will do. But in terms of acquisition and buying any other airline, we have nothing in the pipeline as we speak now. So if something it will happen, we'll let you know about it.